In this adventure, we head to some of the most iconic locations in southeastern Arizona for birding. We see some incredible lifers along the way, including two of the rarest birds in the United States. Join me on this adventure and let's see what birds we can find. Good morning, everybody. Back with another adventure. We are here on the, what is this, Santa Cruz River? Santa Cruz River Trail. Look at that. We are here looking for some incredible species, including green kingfisher. This bird is rare for southeastern Arizona, but this trail has like 3 or 4. This morning driving in, we saw a black vulture. That would be a lifer for me. I'd love to get it on camera before I count it. So let's head down this trail and see what birds we can find. Other potential lifers on this trip today, crested caracara, chihuahua and raven. So let's go. Oh, chihuahua and meadowlark as well. Let's go see if we can find these birds. We traversed into the green oasis along the Santa Cruz River. A stunning bird alighted onto a tree above us, a summer tanager. We were lucky to see these birds all over southeastern Arizona. Eventually we sat down on the riverbank to wait for the green kingfisher to zip by. There were plenty of birds keeping us distracted along the way, like this Gila woodpecker. Unfortunately, that distraction would lead to a bit of a bad miss. Just sat on a bank looking for a green kingfisher. Close to an hour, probably, we sat on that bank. I kid you not, I sat there the longest. Everybody else rolled in. I was watching that river like a hawk. A vulture flew over. I just wanted to check to see if it was a black vulture. Green kingfisher flies through. Hawking, Ricardo and I all miss it. Ricardo and I have never seen one before. Cossum sees it. Cossum's seen it before. Just a bad luck. Just terrible luck. We're gonna keep on trying, of course, but we're gonna head out here, see what birds we can find moving forward. I'll keep you updated. Just got a yellow-breasted chat on camera for the first time ever. Unfortunately, the camera did not focus on it, which is, how it goes sometimes. But I still wanna show you guys because we've been seeing them throughout the trip off and on. And they are a really difficult bird to get on camera. We're gonna try the other side of this trail just for a minute, just walk down. There's a few things I'd love to see. There's some mammals as well as obviously the green kingfisher, but I don't know how close this trail goes to the river. Coati would be really, really cool to see. There's mountain lions supposedly on this trail as well. Not mind seeing a mountain lion with 3 other people with me. Would be a little scary by myself, but
I can run faster.
Yeah. Hawking can run faster, apparently. So the turkey vulture looking paid off because I was able to spot up in the sky zone-tailed hawk. That's a lifer for all these guys. So I've seen it, didn't get any media of it, but if you want to see the zone-tailed hawk, go check out Hawk in the Lens. He got a short clip of the hawk, and yeah, it was awesome to be able to pick that out for them. And then northern water thrush flew in right here. That's a lifer for Ricardo. For Ricky, was able to pick out a few birds for other people. What goes around comes around. So I'm sure my, views of a black vulture or crested caracara are coming real soon here in just a minute. And yeah, we've seen some cool birds along the way, but we missed on this green kingfisher, unfortunately. All right, now we're at the Patton Center for Hummingbirds. And it's absolutely incredible. They have a whole bunch of feeders set up here. They do take donations, so when you come, make sure to bring some cash. Absolutely amazing. There's a whole bunch of feeders lined up, and we had to wait for a little while. There were broad-billed hummingbirds hanging out at the feeder. There were a whole bunch of other species, black-chinned hummingbirds at the feeder. It actually got to be about 20 minutes before the violet-crowned hummingbird came back into view. So we ended up getting my lifer, violet-billed hummingbird. So ecstatic to get that bird. Another lifer on the list. Enjoy these views of the violet-crowned hummingbird. We enjoyed our views of the violet-crowned hummingbird. These birds are extremely unique to this region within the United States, and I just love seeing purple on any bird. There were a couple of them visiting the feeders, and that was what people were really there to see. We felt fortunate to see them from so many different angles and get such good looks of this lifer. Let me know what hummingbirds are your favorite. There's so many to choose from, and we saw so many awesome species during our time on this trip. So now we're just sitting here and we're just enjoying views of all the birds at the feeders. So not only do they have regular feeders or hummingbird feeders, but they have regular feeders as well. They got suet feeders. They got every type of feeder that you'd want to see birds at, they've got. So been focusing on getting some of the Arizona specific species. But there's other things here, house finches, lesser goldfinches. I got a white-breasted nuthatch on camera. We can get that at home, but it was cool to see that bird here as well. I'm really hoping to see bridled titmouse. I feel like I haven't gotten great views of bridled titmouse on this trip yet. I think I have one clip in one of the past videos, but would love some photos of those birds as well. Then we got Gamble's quill on the ground over here. So Gamble's quill just trotting around, just here with Hawken. Of course, we're seeing what we can find on these trails. So we're gonna stay here for a little bit longer, then we're gonna head over to Patagonia Lake. So stay tuned, there's way more birds to come. Perched on the tree above the Patton Center was another thick-billed kingbird. We got eye-level views of a summer tanager. Our cameras just kept bouncing from bird to bird. Finally, a blue grosbeak showed itself. Ricky had been looking for one throughout the day, and we got stunning views of this blue bird. All right, so the Patton Center for hummingbirds was absolutely incredible. But now we're on the trail of the rose-throated Picard. So let's see if we can find this bird. I know it's a pretty coveted bird for like South Texas, for example, but there is like a kind of a known, we have a pin for a potential nest here on this road here. So we're gonna see if we can find it. It's been a really, really great day so far, obviously. I've only gotten one lifer today, that's the violet-crowned hummingbird. But there's potential when we go to Patagonia Lake for me to get the black vulture as well. I did see it, but I didn't actually get any media of it. So let's see if we can find these rose-throated Picards, and I'll keep you updated. We found the Picard nest. It's like a big, hanging, grassy bulb, but we don't see the Picard. So we're gonna continue scanning in this area, hoping that the Picard shows up for us. And we keep seeing birds flit around. Let's see if we can find this bird. We got the nest, we're one step closer, but we gotta be patient and see if this bird pops out at any moment. So we've been sitting here for like an hour, staring at the Picard nest, and unfortunately, we're not having any luck. It's just a nest, just chilling there. But I did get my best views ever of a greyhawk. Greyhawk soaring over. It was partially obscured at times by the branches, but really awesome to see another view of that greyhawk flying over. That is a new species for me, obviously this trip. So I always like getting initial views of things, but then seeing it again and again and just being able to capture it on camera a lot more is always an enjoyable thing. I don't know how much longer we're gonna stay here for the rose-throated Picard. It is cool, obviously, to see its nest, but it is unfortunate that we weren't able to actually see the bird. So a couple more minutes here, then let's head on to Patagonia Lake. All right, so now we're at Sonoyta Creek Preserve, but first we went to Patagonia Lake State Park, and I got another lifer for the day, black vulture. Yes, this is a south and east vulture species that we don't have in the state of Utah. So pretty incredible to get black vulture on my life list. This is one of the ones that I've been waiting for a while, but knew I was eventually going to get, so I wasn't worried about it. We saw it this morning for the first time, but I wanted to wait till now to actually put it on my life list when I got an actual view of it. So yes, black vulture on the list. We're gonna walk down Sonoyta Creek. We're supposed to be getting black-capped gnatcatcher. So let's see what birds we can find. We went walking into the desert, the sun at its hottest point in the day. Eventually, we arrived on the far side of Patagonia Lake. Out near the water was this Mexican duck. This was a lifer for all the other guys, so I was happy to find this bird. They really are stunning ducks, and this one had quite the personality. We got coordinates for the black-capped gnatcatchers, and as you can see, bushwhacking it through this really crappily kept path here. I'm a little bit weary. We've dropped a lot in elevation, and allegedly this is a loop. Hopefully this all becomes worth it when we find the black-capped gnatcatchers, because that would be a lifer, but sometimes it's not always worth it to just go find the birds. Eventually we arrived at a small stream near the bottom of the valley, and unfortunately we still found nothing. At this point, I'm just desperate to get some birds on camera. So we had a Bullock's Oriole fly over, absolutely beautiful species. And we gotta finish this loop within the next hour, 45 minutes, because the gates close to this place. If we don't get out, then we get in trouble. So we're trying to finish this loop. Unfortunately, no black-capped gnatcatchers, and we've walked quite a far ways to try to find them. And that's obviously a bummer. Today's been, awesome. I've gotten a couple lifers. We've seen some incredible species, but there's also been a few hits today. So that's okay, because the last 2 days have just been out of this world incredible, and today hasn't even been that bad. It's a lot hotter today. We've done a lot of walking and not gotten like the rewards that we've looked for. Hoping to maybe pick up one more lifer
on this trip out here, but I'll keep you updated and hopefully we get out of this park on time. The only thing to describe that walk is brutal. Hardly any birds the whole entire time, none of our targets, and we were walking on super steep roads in the heat. And we're all dying right now, so not the best moment of the trip, but let's see if we can find any birds to wrap up this day. Hopefully go home and get some much needed rest. We are now at Patagonia State Park. I believe this place is featured in the movie, The Big Year. At this point, we're just hoping to find some birds. It's been a long day, a long hot day. We have gotten some lifers today. Ooh, hummingbird feeders. Let's walk down this trail and see what birds are out here and see what we can find.
We started walking down this path labeled the birding path. Out on the small lake was this American white pelican. One of the most numerous birds on the path were these northern yellow warblers. We actually got quite a few glimpses of this elusive canopy bird. Everyone was excited to get incredible views of this stunning vermilion flycatcher. This is one of the most beautiful bird species in the Southwest, and I feel so fortunate to be able to see them on a regular basis while I'm visiting Southern California. Birds weren't the only living thing throughout our walk. This lizard was massive, and honestly I'm not exactly sure what species it is. Eventually we got views of a young phainopepla. They look really strange compared to the adults, and it took us quite a bit longer to figure out what we were looking at. We arrived in a small clearing and immediately spotted an impressive bird soaring over the trees.
Kind of exciting, well, we just got a zone-tailed hawk that flew over. Shout out to Ricky over here. He was able to see it or get a photo of it, and then it came back and I was able to get video of it. That's the second only time that I've seen a zone-tailed hawk, and the second only time it's been featured on the channel. We saw one this morning, but I didn't get it on camera. This one I did. Is that it again, boys? Go ahead and fire away, fire away. Amazing, amazing, amazing bird. One of the most coveted hawks to find when you come out to the Southwest. So very excited to get that on camera. Inca dove. It did sound weird.
That's really funny. That is such a good.
All right, things may have been rough at Patagonia today. May have been really rough. We got one new lifer on here on this little random WTP. We got black-bellied whistling ducks lifer. That is lifer number 30 of the trip for me. Holy cow. I was expecting to see like 24 lifers total. We got 30 lifers so far, and we're not slowing down. We got a few more targets for the rest of this trip. Black-bellied whistling duck, I can't believe it. Obviously, I just love seeing new birds. I love seeing old birds too, and I just love birding, obviously, but wow, black-bellied whistling duck, just a gorgeous duck species. Bright bill on it, really tall duck. Yes, we're gonna finish the day with a lifer, thank goodness. Honestly, fantastic adventure. Three lifers for me on the day, the violet-crowned hummingbird, the black vulture, and now the black-bellied whistling duck. Yes, we had some misses, but we also had some victories, and I'm gonna have to take it. It's been incredible. What's up, guys? Another day in Arizona, and we're currently heading up Miller Canyon. This is one of the obviously most famous hotspots in southern Arizona. We're going to look for a flame-colored tanager. We have some other targets on the list, including harder things to find like scaled quail and Montezuma quail. But let's see what birds we can find today. I can't wait. This is going to be amazing. All right, we are currently hiking up a trail to the flame-colored tanager, which would be another lifer on the trip. Let's see if we can find this amazing bird species. I'll keep you updated. Absolutely incredible. We've been sitting here for probably 10-15 minutes. A gentleman here found the nest for us. She's on it. Flame-colored tanager. One of the hardest birds to find in the United States if you don't know exactly where to go. Only a couple visit the States every single year. She's up in the nest. We heard the male fly down the canyon, so we're hoping he comes back with some food. We'll be able to get good views of the male. But wow, female, she's very obscured. Let's see if we can get more views. Okay, so crazy moments here. We obviously got the female in the nest, but then she jumped down below the nest, hopped around a bit, and then the male flew in. These guys were, I don't know, they went walking around and they were tracking it. They were tracking it too. But wow. I got the male on camera. Absolutely incredible to get the male I'm gonna try to find it for these guys. What a stunning bird, and only a couple every single year in the United States. So I'm just so stoked. So stoked. Another lifer on the list, flame-colored tanager. It's been fun. We've been sitting with them for about an hour. So sometimes in these videos, it looks like we just move on to the next bird and move on to the next bird. But no, we're out, we're observing, we're paying attention, and we're really just gathering it all in. So let's see what else we can find today. Now we're on the trail of the buff-breasted flycatcher. Sorry, I'm out of breath. We're hiking up these canyons so fast trying to find these birds. Let's see if we can find this buff-breasted flycatcher. Flame-colored tanager is high up there on my list for favorite lifer of this trip. We've surpassed 30 lifers, so it's obviously hard to choose, but I'm just having an amazing time so far in Arizona. Yes, yesterday was a little bit tough, but we still got 3 lifers yesterday, so I can't really complain. We're also gonna go try for Lucifer's hummingbird. I did get a lifer on the road, but I'm hoping to get it on camera. So if I don't get it on camera, I'll let you guys know at the end of this video, but it's one of the cool ones, so let's see what birds we can find. Is that thick billed?
That's dusky cat.
No, that's thick billed. Okay, absolutely incredible. We're heading up the canyon to the buff-breasted flycatcher spot. We picked up 2 new birds. Obviously, I got my lifer, greater peewee, earlier in the trip, but this is my lifer on camera, greater peewee. Not the best of views. It's hiding behind some branches, but absolutely awesome to finally see that bird. And then, not a lifer, but an Arizona first, Scott's Oriole. That's Cossum's like #1 target. So pretty incredible for him to get views of that. Came up on a bird guide. Shout out to Jake up here. And he's guiding someone, so we're trying to stay back. They're chill with us tagging along though. But I saw a yellow bird fly over and he's like, that's a Scott's Oriole. So pretty incredible so far. I'm out of breath, so before I pass out, turning the camera off.
We continued scaling the mountain in pursuit of another incredible bird species. The heat was less oppressive here, and the air felt fresh at this elevation. We even stumbled upon an old mine shaft that had been intentionally collapsed to keep people out. We spotted one of the most vocal birds along the trail, this Plumbeus vireo, jumping from branch to branch.
Just got more views of one of the most beautiful Arizona birds, the red-faced warbler. In fact, it was just right above us on a pine tree for a little bit. I fired away some photos. Hopefully they'll turn out. But we're entering very tall pine forest. So we're getting close to this buff-breasted flycatcher habitat. And so hopefully we can get another lifer on the day. And there's a lot more to go. Second rare bird of the day. We are back on fire. We're back. We are back. Yesterday, yes, we got some lifers, very tough. Today, we have started off the day with a bang. 2 of the rarest birds in the United States to find. First, flame-colored tanager. Now we just walked up here. Quite a ways. We hiked probably a mile or 2 up this canyon, probably like a mile, mile and a half. Buff-breasted flycatcher. Got it on camera. And it might have just flown back in for these guys, hopefully. There it goes, that's it. We're trying to get Hawken and Ricky on it because they stayed down to look for better views of the flame-colored tanager because they left to look for red-faced warblers. But wow, one of the craziest lifers of this trip. Buff-breasted flycatcher. Also, it's an impid, by the way. So, you know how impids all look pretty similar? This one has an orange wash on its breast. My favorite impid now, my absolute favorite impid. The journey is amazing, right? The journey is what really drives home birds, but to get it on camera and get the views that we got, incredible. Another lifer on this trip. We're up to like 33 something, somewhere near that. Oh wow, I just can't believe it. I'm so stoked. I'm absolutely ecstatic right now, especially after this long hike. So again, we still have a long day of birding. I forgot to mention, right after the buff-breasted flycatcher, picked up a Grace's warbler in the tree above us. That's a camera lifer for me. So Grace's warbler camera lifers to follow it up. This day is just getting better and better as we go. We are going to head over to the some bird feeders and stuff. There's some hummingbird feeders. We need blue-throated mountain gem. That would be another lifer hummingbird for us, as well as Lucifer's hummingbird up Ash Canyon. That would be, again, another lifer. So we have some more targets on the day. We're not slowing down at all. 2 of the rarest birds in the United States to start off this adventure. Amazing.
34, huh?
Yeah, let's go.
After waiting for about 20 minutes, we finally got Ricky and Hawken on the buff-breasted flycatcher as well. This was probably the most underrated bird on our entire trip, and I just think that orange wash is so stunning on this bird.
An incredible time seeing those 2 lifers up the canyon just here. But now we're at one of the most famous landmarks in Arizona for birding. It's called Split Rock. It's an icon. And I got the crew here. Let me turn you around. So we're gonna start over here with Hawken. Hawken, how are you feeling right now after 2 of the rarest birds in the United States?
Dude, honestly, it's not even the rarest birds. This whole trail has been awesome. Like, great views of warblers, flame-colored tanager, ending with the buff-breasted. It's been just great all around. Super great day, or super great morning.
Hi, Ricky. How are you feeling after seeing two incredible birds? And we'll share your surprise for a minute, but go ahead.
Well, no, yeah, it was a great hike. It was a tough hike, but I did get 3 lifers, which is just always really awesome to be able to get those lifers and just experience a new part of the world. So thank you.
Yeah. And you and Hawken, both. Hawken, if you want to come back over here. What? You guys found a surprise below.
Oh.
So what was your consolation prize for waiting below and being patient about this hike?
Yeah, I had absolutely no idea because I'm not good at herps, but we had a snake, and I was like, oh, it's just an orange snake. I texted Jordan, they were way ahead of us. Turns out it's a king snake, which apparently is insanely coveted. So that was sweet. I have insane videos and photos of it too.
If you want to see views of the king snake, make sure you go check out Hawk in the Lens. Obviously, I'm going to try to find it on the way down, but the chances are that's not going to happen. So if you want to see views, go check out Hawken's channel. He got great views of the snake. Wow. Most coveted snake in Arizona, probably, for most people. 2 of the rarest birds in the United States. We're on fire. Let's go get more lifers.
So was that a sharpshin or a Cooper?
It is a Sharpie.
Sharpie. There it goes. I also forgot to mention that we wouldn't have found the buff-breasted flycatcher without trailing a local birding guide. So shout out to Jake Thompson. Links for his stuff will be in the description below. I got his phone number listed and his email. He is an awesome guide. Obviously, we hiked up that trail, but we wouldn't have known that the buff-breasted flycatcher was going to be there if he hadn't had told us. And yeah, right when we got up there, he heard it immediately, got the target. Obviously, he was leading a tour for Susan, who, hi Susan, if you're watching this, who is an awesome birder as well. But yeah, shout out to Jake Thompson. Make sure you check out his links. We ended up stopping here at Beatty's Guest House. There's a great hummingbird feeder setup up here. And we were able to see a variety of species, including broad-tailed hummingbird, calliope hummingbird though. My first time I think ever seeing or getting on camera a male calliope hummingbird. Might be the first time I've ever gotten on camera a calliope hummingbird. So camera lifer, calliope hummingbird, and then picked up some other things. Rivoli's hummingbird was also there. That's really, really cool. And then, you know, your standard broad-billed hummingbirds that are all over the place. Unfortunately, blue-throated mountain gem is not really happening for us. It's not really a thing going on right now, even though, you know, in years past they have gotten them. So that's kind of a miss on the day, but we're okay with that after such a fantastic morning.
We got our final views of this beautiful species and made our way back down the mountain path. Tune in next week to see more lifers and probably the craziest ending to the Arizona trip we could have never imagined. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I hope to see you all next time on Broad-Eyed Birding.